Hey everybody, here's video number 3 for my series. Let's talk about feed for your chickens. So obviously I got 3 different types of feed sitting on this bucket. And we're going to talk a little bit about each one. Get situated here. Okay, right here. This is crumbles. You can feed, when you get your baby chicks, you're going to be getting chick feed, which is going to be crumbles. Usually it has a medication in it for a disease called coccidiosis or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I probably just butchered it there. But I've had trouble finding the feed without the medication. So I can't tell you to go without it. But crumbles are messy. The baby chicks, they like to throw this all over the ground a lot of the times. Especially if you have one of those feeders with the little round holes they stick their face into, and they kind of, do an action like this where they go in and they grab it and then they go boom, boom, and they just throw it all over the place. I really don't like those, and I really do not like the pellets because it's just really easy to throw around. It's really soft, and it gets all over the place, and you'll find that they waste a lot of it, even with the adults. Maybe eventually when they get really hungry, they'll start looking for it, but once your babies are past the stage where they don't have to eat this anymore, and they say 21 weeks, I think, is what they say to, how long do they say to feed your baby chickens that. But I did my meat chickens on this for like about 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. I can't remember how old they are exactly. They're 4 or 5 weeks old. So the last couple of weeks I've switched them off and I've been feeding them pellets. Now this is a layer pellet, and I like it a lot better. The pellets don't get thrown around as much, and it's not as big of a mess as all these little tiny things. You got something bigger here. And my 4 to 5 week old chicks don't have any problems eating this. They eat it just fine. Of course, they're meat birds. They probably grow a little bit faster than your average chicken. So, but I would say in general, give them a month and a half. And if you really don't like the mess that they make with this, maybe try to get some of this and see how they do with it. Both of these are mixed with things like soy, like soybeans, corn, wheat, and who knows what else. So it's good. It's easy to find. You can buy a lot of it and store it up if you really need it. And you can spend anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks on a 40 to 50 pound bag. Up here I have wild bird seed, but you can also get scratch. When you scratch usually has corn in it, along with millet and all other kinds of seeds. Sometimes you'll get scratch and it's whole seeds. Sometimes you'll get the scratch and it's all been ran through a grinder, so it's broken up. I like to give them the whole seeds better, and it also gives me the option where I can try to sprout these, and I'll talk about sprouting in a minute. But first off, the scratch, I've read different things. People say give it to them during the winter months when it's cold. It helps keep them warmer. It's more of a treat, if anything, so don't use it as a main feed. You want to use something like that as your main feed and use this as a treat. Maybe give them a little bit of it in their feed every day, or just every once in a while. Now we'll talk about trying to sprout it. Look into how the sprouting It's really not too hard. I got this to sprout in about 3 or 4 days. And once you get these seeds to actually sprout, you're increasing the nutritional quality of it. And really you can boost the amount of feed that's there. I mean, a little handful like this will grow 3 to 4 times that amount, and you know, roughly 4 or 5 days worth of sprouting. So usually when I was doing it, I filled it up a mason jar about 1/4 of the way, and then by the time I dumped it out, it was completely full. So of course, you're going to get more volume of feed when you sprout your seeds, and it's a lot better, a lot healthier. Your chickens, they love to go out there, and I know, there you go, you can see it now. You can see all that nice grass and weeds and everything else that's out there. That's what they really want to eat. They love eating that stuff. They would eat that over eating this, right? Who would want to eat this bland food all the time when you can go out there and eat all that nice green stuff out there? So, if you can sprout, do it. You can try it with your scratch. I would go out and try to find some wheat or wheat berries. Looking at different grain stores. I've been having a problem finding just wheat. I can find corn very easily, but I can't find wheat. So, but wheat is probably one of the best ones that a lot of people use. Other than that, you can try raising a lot of different things. I have a friend that raises crickets. Excuse me. You can raise a lot of crickets very quickly, easily. He does it in his garage and end up with tens of thousands of them pretty easily. I've been looking into duckweed, which is something that grows in ponds, and it's got a lot of protein in it, and it's a little vegetable that basically reproduces itself every 24 hours, so it grows pretty quickly. You can plant a special garden for them. You can take this type of stuff and throw it in a garden and let it try to sprout, and then you can harvest it yourself or let them harvest it for you. Lots of different ideas out there. So with that, that's going to end this video. Until next time, this is Josh.